Hello everyone. Now we are going to study about the mineral nutrition part 2, and in this part we are going to see about the typical micronutrients, macronutrients, their role, how and in which form they are uptaken, what are the uses of individual mineral elements, and also we will be seeing the deficiency symptoms. Okay. So first of all we are going to see three of them. One is carbon, hydrogen and nitrogen, oxygen, sorry. These are non-mineral elements, which means they are not uptaken from the soil, और जिनको soil से uptake नहीं किया जाता उन्हें हम बोलते हैं non-mineral. इसके अलावा अपटेक कैसे किया जाएगा? सबसे पहले तो है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, तो इससे कार्बन और ऑक्सीजन की जरूरत है, और फिर है H2O यानी वाटर, इससे हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन की जो है कमी पूरी हो जाती है. सो हमें डायरेक्टली प्लांट को डायरेक्टली सॉइल से अपटेक करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. इसके बाद है जरूरतें क्या क्या है, व्हाट आर द यूजेस. द यूजेस आर ऑफ सेल वॉल सिंथेसिस. नाउ सेलुलोज, which is a complex polysaccharide. What is the basic structure of polysaccharide? What are the basic structure of carbohydrate, protein and fats? In any of the biomacromolecule, the basic structure always starts with a C, and hydrogen as a bond stabilizer, oxygen as a electron stabilizer, and there will be a nitrogen only present in the amino acids of protein. So in wall synthesis, the middle lamella along with calcium, middle lamella will also be formed, but यहाँ हम सिर्फ इन तीन के बारे में पढ़ रहे हैं. Protoplasmic constituents. What are protoplasmic constituents? These are carbohydrate, proteins and fats, enzymes, vitamin, hormones. ये सब चीजें जो हैं जिसमें आती हैं constituents में, protoplasmic constituents में, which are directly suspended in the cytoplasm. Storage की बात करें तो storage में जो है carbohydrates. Now the food which is stored in the plant is always starch, maltose, lactose, fructose and galactose, these kind of things. So carbohydrates, protein and fats, these are the most commonly stored biomacromolecules. Apart from this, sometimes vitamins are stored and sometimes even ionic form of minerals are stored. So these three are having the basic structure of CHO. Then we have the oxygen. Oxygen acting as the terminal oxidant, final electron acceptor. ठीक है, final electron acceptor during the process of respiration, and it is responsible to perform the respiratory oxidation. H positive. H positive plays a role in maintaining the pH. Remember when we studied about opening and closing of stomata, then we have saw that as soon as the H positive ion is increasing in a cell, its pH is increasing. और जब स्टोमेटा को क्लोज करने ओपन करने का चैप्टर बारी आती है, तो the all of the protons, all of the H positive ions are either uptaken by the chloroplast, mitochondria, or the H positive ions were just effluxed out of the cell, making the pH down. Okay, so this was for maintaining the pH. What about deficiency? Deficiency is rare. Now जब तक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और वाटर एक प्लांट को मिलते जा रहे हैं, कार्बन, हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन की डेफिशिएंसी के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा कम है. Is rare, but related growth. Now when cell wall is formed by carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, when protoplasmic constituents are formed by these three, when storage is also mediated by these three, started by these three, no respiration can happen without oxygen. Opening and closing of stomata and pH of a cell cannot be maintained by hydrogen. Then there will be a overall symptoms present in the plant with retarded growth and wilting of the leaves, loss of transports, there won't be any osmotic potential maintained, and everything will be in touch with carbon, hydrogen and oxygen will be retarded in a plant. Next thing we have is nitrogen, and this nitrogen is uptaken as ammonium ion, nitrate or sometimes nitrite. So it is a mineral ion, it is present in the soil. Sometimes it is not readily available. The atmospheric nitrogen is also not available for the plant. It cannot uptake it with the help of stomata and utilize it. So these are the particular these are particular solutes which are present in the soil, which are uptaken by the plant, and from which the nitrogen requirement is completed. There are some plants which are known as heavy feeders, and they need lots of nitrogen. For example, we have Zea maize, and there are leguminous plants. These leguminous plants are pulses commonly, and these pulses have root nodules present in which they harbor द नाइट्रोजन फिक्सिंग बैक्टीरिया, और वो नाइट्रोजन फिक्सिंग जो बैक्टीरिया है वो उनकी हेल्प करते हैं टू फिक्स द नाइट्रोजन एंड नाइट्रोजन एटमॉस्फेरिक. ठीक है, दे अपटेक एटमॉस्फेरिक नाइट्रोजन एंड देन दे प्रोवाइड इट टू द प्लांट. दैट प्रोवाइडिंग कैन बी mostly the product which is formed by those bacteria are ammonium ion, and ammonium ion is used as the circumstances are for further use. The uses of nitrogen are nitrogenous bases present in DNA and RNA. कौन कौन से present होते हैं? The nitrogenous bases are adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, and we have uracil. ठीक है जी. So these all of these have, now A and G, these two have 7 nitrogens present in it, and this thymine and uracil and cytosine have 4 nitrogen present in it. So amine group in amino acid. Now amine group in amino acid is, as you have seen the amino acid formula, it is alpha carbon, along with it amine group it is attached. On another side there is a carboxyl group attached, a hydrogen for stabilization, and a functional group. Now this functional group is responsible for what type of amino acid it will be. The basic condition of the amino acid is provided by this, and the acidic nature of the amino acid is provided by the carboxyl group. Okay, so this is known as Wittgenstein condition. That is, we will study it later. Enzymes, proteins and vitamin, all. Now amino acid, if having nitrogen as active source, so these two will also be having the nitrogen source. स्टोरेज में इसका नाइट्रोजन का काम आता है. इसके अलावा नाइट्रिक ऑक्साइड बहुत सी जगहों पर प्रेजेंट होता है used during the respiration. Thank you so much everyone for today. Tomorrow we are going to study about the phosphorus, calcium, sulfur, potassium, etc. Thank you so much.